Alrighty, what's up guys, this is Matt here from Loon Outdoors, and today we are tying a little winter squala type pattern. This one is, you can fish it as a nymph or as a swung fly is how I like to fish this. And what we have in here is a size 8 Nordic Salt 156 traditional shrimp hook. One of my favorite hooks. It's from Ahrex. I have a 4.5 mil. It's kind of a cool little mottled bead from Hareline here. It is tungsten. So where I'm going to start with this fly is I'm just going to put some wraps down up front here. And our first material and order of business that we're going to do is we're going to actually work with some of these rubber legs. Now this is a dark olive from Hareline, and I absolutely love this leg material. So all I do here is I don't want a huge antenna, but I want something out there that's going to kick and wiggle. So all I'm going to do is bring this down the side of the fly here, pull it nice and tight, and you can kind of just adjust that as needed. And what I do is I kind of just get it in the spot that I want it and work from there. Sorry, knocked over a UV light. And I'll go ahead and do that. Now the next portion of this, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a wrap back and I'm going to try to secure this bead just where I want it. I just don't want it running around and causing me a bunch of trouble while I'm tying. So once we have that there, honestly, I use a lot of white thread, so my big trick here is just kind of hit everything with an olive marker. It's not a, you can use olive thread if you want. I'm using white vevvis 50D. It's my favorite. So next up, because I'm using this as a swing fly, what I'm going to do here is, this is a little bit of glob floss, and the colorway is 5. They're very cool colorways, number 5. And all I'm going to do here is I just build a nice solid little contact point down into the base of the fly. And my interest is just to keep this as sparse as possible. So I'm going to build in some wraps here. You could also, coat this with a hot resin. I'm going to coat it just with flow because I want the build to be very, very minimal. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and whip finish. Again, this fly is going to have lots of whip finishing. It is not a fun production fly to tie. So I'm going to go ahead and coat this up with our flow because I just want to saturate all of these fibers and create a little trigger point or a hot spot, just something. I love using the globe bright and red for like my little yellow sallies and stuff like that, especially on dries. So it's a cool material to work with. We'll go ahead and start our 50D again, and I'm going to wrap right to the back, right up to the point of where that hot butt is. And I tie this fly in a number of, different bug species, basically. Golden stones, little black winter stones, it gets really small, but does work well everywhere I fish it. And it's just one of those patterns that's just very suggestive and not, there we go, not too much for the fish to eat. It's a very believable little fly. So you can see we have, again, long front antenna, minimal back section here. And I want those front legs to kick. I really, really do. So from here I just kind of build as much of a thread base as possible. I am going to hit this just with my olive again, and Next up, I'm going to take 4 different colors of vevvis body quill. So this is a little bit of a daunting task to build this body the way I'm going to do it, but I'll show you guys why I do it this way. So I had a wine color, I have a tan color going in, a light olive, which is BQ3. All of these cool threads don't have really long numbers behind them, which is cool. Makes it easy. Not olive, it's number 3. So I just do 4 strands of each. If you guys have not caught that yet, just continuously doing 4 strands. And my last color is going to be a dark olive. I'm taking about 2 feet of each of these. And again, I will go ahead and put that in 4 strands as well. From there, I'm just going to simply twist these and create my body material. And it ends up looking very erratic and interesting and has some segmentation. Toughest part is just keeping a really good twist on it. Kind of building a rope out of all of these colors. May seem like overkill, and when you get done you can save the rest of this big rope that you've built for your next fly. So from there, I'm simply going to use a little bit of ice dub olive brown and hare's ice olive. So I just bring a few colors into play here. And this is kind of going to get loosely built into a dubbing loop. And from there, I just sneak one back forward, and I'm going to take a partridge skin, nice big feather, go down here by the base, and peel off everything. Whoops. That one was... I like to buy the skin just because it gives you a little bit more meat to work with as far as your feather selection. These base feathers are a little brittle. So from here, what you're going to do is just tie it in tip first. And I like to bend the tip of the feather back. And go from there. We just put some wraps moving forward. And I'm going to go ahead and whip finish this at this point. Kind of just creating the front of our fly. It's just a large, fun, soft hackle pattern that is very suggestive, and fish end up just devouring. So from here, once we finish our whip finishing, we will go ahead and just hit this with that olive marker again, just to create a little bit of consistency in the head of the fly. Trim off anything that we lost during our whip finishing process. Coat it with flow on the tip, and then we're going to go ahead and cure the resin here. And from there, you just have a nice finished fly, super heavy. It's going to get down in the winter months, create a great amount of disturbance in the water, and just overall fish really well. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.